everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Ms. Nene and welcome to Ms. Nene's Art. So today I have in front of me 4 ceramic tiles that I'm going to turn into Christmas coasters. I am currently working on a whole Christmas theme of DIYs during the month of November and part of December. I will be throwing in some extra things like my usual fluid art paintings and some resining coasters, things like that. But I am in the Christmas spirit and I will be doing a lot of DIYs for you to be able to do that are kid friendly and maybe some things you can put together for gifts or maybe even sell. Now today, I am going to use material that I got from Walmart. Here are a couple of them. I'm going to be doing some nutcracker-themed coasters. This is regular cloth material I got from Walmart. So I'm going to be using this one, those cute little nutcracker drums and hats. And I'm going to also use these. Aren't they adorable? So I'm going to show you how you can do this. So I already cut out 3. So I'm going to do 2 of this pattern and 2 of this pattern. It's going to be a set of 4. So I only cut out 1 of the drums. So I wanted to show you how I did it. There's all kinds of ways you can do it. You know, you can do however way you want to. And I do it different ways. It's not even my main way of doing it. But I want to have the material going down the sides too. So I'm going to cut it larger than the actual tile. So what I did was I laid it, actually, I put this underneath it. Put this on top. Something hard underneath it so you don't rip your cloth or scratch your table. And I don't have that, what is it, that self-healing mat. Something else I gotta get, but I don't have that right now. So I just used that. I have this little ruler. I'm gonna put it just a few inches away from the coaster. And I'm just gonna take my little knife here and just cut it along. It's gonna be longer than I need, which is perfect because then I can cut it away later. And then just go across coasters. The tile is here, that's there. Just be careful you don't cut yourself. If you're doing this project with kids, I recommend you do this part yourself because, you know, you could cut yourself. I know I have a couple of times. Nothing serious, just a little nick. But I've done this different ways. It's just, for some reason today I decided to do it this way. But you could just lay the tile upside down and then trace it and then just cut it with some scissors. This way I decided to try it that way. Oops. Okay. And see, then it should just pop right out. And if it doesn't, just cut it with scissors. Okay. So you can see it's actually larger than I need it, which is perfect. Okay. So, lay it on top of here. I'm going to be gluing it to the tile with the Mod Podge, and I'm going to be putting 2 coats on top. Now what that's going to do, the Mod Podge on top, is going to keep the resin from seeping through the material. It gives it a nice little barrier. So I recommend 2, maybe 3 coats on top. So first I'm going to make sure my tiles are clean. I just spray some alcohol on it and then wipe it down. Do this one first. Oops. Just lay it flat, make sure it's nice and flat. You can use one of these to flatten it down, make sure it's nice and flat. Get all the air out. Now I'm just going to do the sides. So the next thing I'm going to do is just cut this off. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the rest of these off, and I will be right back. Okay, so they're all glued. I trimmed the back. Just a little bit right there that I missed. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put my first coat on the top and on the sides. That's going to protect the material. It's going to put a barrier on to protect it when I go to put the resin on, so the resin doesn't seep through the material. If you don't put the Mod Podge on, what's going to happen is the resin is going to seep through the material, and then you'll have spots all over it, and your whole project will be ruined. So we don't want to spend all that time doing all this cutting and gluing down just to have it ruined. And I've done that. I don't want you to do it. So here we go. So I'm going to put the first coat on. The rest I'll put on in between, so you don't have to watch me do that. But I'm gonna let it dry, the first coat dry, and it will dry clear. So no worries there. Try to go in one sweeping direction. One. Okay, so I put a second coat on these two, and here's what it looks like with the one coat. It's got a dry film over it now from the glue, but it could still use another 1 or 2 coats. Just to be safe. And see right here, It's lifting up a little bit, so I'm gonna add some more glue underneath there. So I think 2 coats would probably be enough. So I'm gonna let this dry and I'll be back. Okay, so I am ready for the next step, which is applying the resin. As you can see, it's completely dry. It has a really nice shiny top coat now, which is a perfect barrier between the cloth and the epoxy, so you don't have to worry about the epoxy seeping through your material. I also painted the back red off camera. I thought it would give it a really pretty look once I put these cork bottoms on. I picked this setup from Amazon, and you see it's an adhesive, so you can just peel it off instead of worrying about gluing it on. It has a strong adhesive, and that's what it's gonna look like once I glue the back onto it. It's really cute. So I'll leave the link to this bag of adhesive cork bottoms for you in the description below. So now I'm going to show you the resin that I'm using. This is a quick cure epoxy. I have never used it before. It's something that my daughter recommended. It's supposed to be tack-free in 4 to 5 hours, and it gives you a 20 to 25 minute work time, and it's a 1-to-1 ratio. So it's easy, just like the other one, only it's supposed to be fully cured in 3 to 5 days, and like I said, it'll be tack-free in 4 to 5 hours, which is really, really good. So this is the first time using this, so I'm excited to see how that's going to turn out. So I'm going to go ahead, get this resin prepped and ready, and I'm going to start pouring. Okay, so I decided, another last minute decision, to add some pretty glitter. I'm not going to add a lot because I don't want to cover up the coasters, so I decided to use this really pretty fine glitter I picked up from Walmart. So I'm just going to add a little bit into the resin, mix it, and it'll give the coasters some pretty little sparkle to it. So here's another little tip. Add some tape to the back of your project so that if the resin decides it wants to drip underneath, it won't be hard to remove the resin. The tape makes it easier to have a smooth backing, especially since you're going to be putting those cork bottoms at the back of the coasters. So don't forget to put tape on the back. Okay, so I'm just going to use my fingers to smooth the resin across the tile. I have a silicone tool, but I can't find it anywhere, and I just bought it. I just put it somewhere. I have no idea what I did with it. So I'm going to use my built-in tool, my fingers, which is, not so bad of an idea to use your fingers. That way you know you're getting the resin smoothly across the top of the tile and smoothing the edges, so making sure that the side of the coasters are getting a nice coat of resin as well. So I didn't really mind using my fingers. Okay, so 24 hours later, I am back. I did check on this 4 to 5 hours after I poured it onto the coasters, and it was indeed tack free. So I will be using this again for projects that I really needed to be quick. This I didn't really need to be quick because I knew I was going to wait at least 24 hours before I came back to it. But it's actually very, very nice resin, and I will use it again. So what I'm doing here now is I'm taking the backing off of the cork, and I am placing it onto the back of the coasters. I love these little square backings for my coasters. I had used the ones you cut and glue on, and it was a big mess. So I really recommend the adhesive back cork bottoms for your coasters, and I will leave the link for that in the description for you below. Okay, I am done. These are so cute. These will probably be put on my website for sale. So if you're interested, let me know. Just send me an email. But these right here are so adorable. And I plan on doing some more with, I believe, gnomes this time. And you can also make these yourself as for gifts for yourself. You can sell them, anything. You can also put pictures in them. I made some last year with photos of my grandbabies, and you can pick up material from anywhere. These right here, like I said, Walmart. Here's one I haven't used yet, but I will be using soon. So let me know what you think, how these turned out in the description below. Thank you so much for joining me, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit that notification button because there's a whole lot more Christmas crafts coming and more. So thank you for joining me, guys. See you next time. Bye-bye.